Michael, you may have been stretched in terms of numbers and come up against a strong Bournemouth team, but what a performance from your team today.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Most important thing was that we had the right attitude to the game, is what we wanted. I don't think our attitude's been a problem at all this season. We've in any of the games. But today, I think the desire to win the game was brilliant, considering there wasn't anything at stake for us other than our pride and getting to another clean sheet, which is another bonus. I think that was 60 points we're on now. So all of those were little incentives, but ultimately, the main thing was we were really down to the bare bones with Harry and Stephen Fletcher and Powell not making it as well, and on top of the other injuries that we have, we've over maybe a whole team out, 11 or 12 players out. But what we saw today from the boys on the pitch was brilliant. I thought a lot of younger players. Will Forrester come in, had a great debut. Again, I thought Matondo was terrific. Brown terrific up front, and the midfield three were brilliant. Mikel was brilliant, and Sam Clucas as well.
You look so solid, and you put two halves of football together, didn't you?
Something we've not done well enough this season. We spoke about it. We spoke with the players on Thursday. I think at one point. I think over the season as a first half team we're 7th in the league, but as a second half team we're as low as 18th. So that tells us where we need to improve. You always look at that from a physical point of view, and I just think that mainly when we look at games, we haven't been able to capitalise when we've been on top, and the game becomes a little bit difficult for us, and that's where we have to improve. When we're dominant, we have to score. Today we scored obviously at a good period in the game for us, and then we scored after half time at the right time, and then you get to play with a little bit more freedom, a little bit more confidence, but most importantly you'll go and work that just extra tiny bit that you need to get the result.
With so many young players out on the pitch today, how important was it those experienced players stepped up and helped them through it?
Brilliant. You look at the back three, like the two 20-year-olds and Danny Batt, and then obviously Josh Timon, 21, and then the front two are 20 and 21, I think, as well. So terrific in terms of the age of the team. Even Thompson, like Jordan, people forget Jordan's only 23, 24. This is his first full season in this league, and again a really good performance from him as well.
James Jacob Brown and Robbie Matondo, they give you a real outlet, don't they?
They do. If you're going to play as we played today, a little bit deeper, playing the counter attack and play with a back five, and you need your midfield to be very disciplined, but what you need is an outball, and they both gave us that today. I mean, Robbie was electric. If you look at the chance in this first half as well, which Jacob's unlucky, brilliant defended by Cam Carter-Vickers, but I mean it's a red card on Robbie in the second half as well. The referee's not brave enough to give it, and but that's what he gives you. We knew we were signing a player with electric pace. Unfortunately, I think he was a little bit out of sorts when he came, maybe carrying a little bit of an injury, but he's shown in the last 3 games what he's about, and has been a breath of fresh air, I think, in the last few weeks.
Has he maybe given you food for thought going into the summer transfer window?
He will do. We won't be able to buy him, but if the option was there to take him back, I think that's something we'd look at. Pace like that is, it's hard to find, and what he did today, and I quite liked him playing through the middle as well. And that's something that we'll have to look at. But yeah, he's really grown on me in the last couple of weeks.
What a day for Will Forrester, not only to score, but his overall performance.
Yeah, really good, really good. Will's one that been a little bit stop-start from this year in terms of his injuries at times. We haven't got to see him enough for the first team squad, and obviously we've got young centre-backs in the team as it is, but great. I think the goal's brilliant for him because it gives him belief and confidence, and then but he defended really, really well today. He defended like a more experienced player, used the ball well as well, and great, delighted for him.
How do you reflect on this season?
Yeah, look, I had kind of mixed feelings. I think when we look at the second half of the season, we're disappointed obviously from the position we were in after 23 games to drop down and not be closer to a top 6 position. There are reasons for that. It's not an excuse, but the injuries we've had to deal with have been horrific. We've 13 players out today, for example, and then I think we've got to look at the games. We go through the games, and there was a lot of games I felt where we played well in a lot of those games, but we just didn't do enough to get ahead in the game. We didn't exert our dominance, but there's real belief in the group. They're believing in how they're playing. I think we have a better style of play than we had last season. Last season we were just trying to survive. Now we have a much better style of play. We have a better dressing room, and we just got to continue to add to that, and as I say, we'll be ready for the start of next season.